on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also, this is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Beamer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Very good evening here from Winslow High School as we kind of bring the ALCHESAY Falcons made the trip over here and are taking on the Winslow Bulldogs in a big one that is going to feature some sharp shooters here as we take a look at the Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith. The next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. As we saw yesterday, the teams that are going to be able to get to the glass and hang on to the basketball are going to be the ones that are going to have the most success. That's the general rule of thumb. Got to finish defensive possessions with rebounds. You got to make sure that you're not giving away possessions on the offensive end. That is going to be the biggest deciding factor in that our Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith. The next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. We'll have the starting lineup and tip for you after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Get ready for the ALCHESAY Falcons on the road here at Winslow High School to take on the Bulldogs. Here are your starting lineups.
The Falcons of ALCHESAY, coached by Rick Sanchez. Here's tonight's starting lineup for the Falcons. We'll start with number 4, Keone Nashido. Number 12, Linnea Lavender. Number 23, Alyssa Jim. Number 25, Ramona Gray. And number 45, Hannah Quintero. And now it's time to stand your feet and make some noise for your Bulldogs. Coached by head coach Judy Martin, here's tonight's starting lineup. She's a 5'6" junior starting at forward number 10, Taylor Kuku Hosea.
There's your starters. As we take a look at the Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. Both sides look as if they are playing this one whole. Nothing to report as yet. The Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. ALCHESAY already on the floor wearing its, I don't think we can call that a powder blue, but it is certainly white. It's soft on the eyes. Winslow now joining, wearing white. As this is the Northland Pioneer College tip-off coming up. When it's time to tip off your college education, do it at your hometown college with the lowest tuition in the state, now offering bachelor's degree programs in education and businesses. It's controlled by the Falcons, going right to left and already at the right block, high off the glass, up and in to score as there's the first deuce of the ball game for Ramona Gregg. 2-0, and now in the backcourt defensively, nearly poking it away, but controlled by Henling as now it's thrown over the top, trying to get this one. Give me a number 44. We'll have to work on that. As here come the Falcons already leading 2-0. Inside the arc and then back out. Send this to the left of the lane. Toward the ALCHESAY bench, now reverse it, put it into the mid post. Gregg trying to get another one, this time off the front rim. Offensive rebound. That was actually Gregg with the rebound as they penetrate and kick that one out to the right side. Nothing there but a bump and foul. That'd be said to be in the act of shooting, so Henling picks up her first personal. And at the free throw line, knocking down the first there is Keone Nashio. 3-0 ALCHESAY with the early advantage. As both foul shots go down, and again in the backcourt defensively, having already forced one turnover off of this. Trying to come along the near sideline. Holiday is going to be bumped right at the scorer's table, and a foul now called on Lavender. So 1 minute in, already a team foul on either side. As Winslow will inbound in the backcourt and at the stripe with Begay. Henling Begay going side to side as ALCHESAY extends its zone well outside the arc. Now going along the baseline. Holiday puts up the runner that's not good. An offensive rebound nearly had by Henling. Tipped and out controlled by the Falcons. ALCHESAY has the basketball and a 4-0 lead. 6:48 to go first quarter. Hurrying into the front court, Quintero stops at the top of the key, gives way Lavender as she feeds it on the inside with the right hand on the left of the lane. Ramona Gregg with her second bucket, and it's a 6-0 start over the first 90 seconds for ALCHESAY. Henling, though, with her foot on the gas, already inside the foul line, dropped this one off right of the lane, almost fumbled, but back to Henling. Has this one blocked over the back, and now a rebound had by Gregg. Here comes ALCHESAY after recovering in the nifty defense in transition. Going inside and out, thought about a three-pointer there with Lavender. Instead, she goes to the right side with the right hand, cut off by the Bulldog defense. Quintero, inside and out, trying to get this back to Gregg. Nice give and go on the cut, fed there to Jim as she's got the finish, and a quick timeout has to be taken by Winslow as the Falcons are off to an 8-0 start, 2 minutes in. 8-0 ALCHESAY leading. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Trailing 8-0. Inbounded with Henling again, trying to hurry into the front court. Pushed with someone to the right side. Holiday on the attack, but stopped at the baseline. Have to fire this one off Lavender to maintain possession. 8-0. Winslow has just a couple of looks at the basket. Is now inbounding toward the corner and throw this one. Dangerous pass, but it'll be had by Holiday as she gets to the foul line, cut off by a trio of Falcons. Henling now is tied up, and a jump ball will keep it with the Bulldogs. Patterson's going to check in for Winslow and replace She whose name I'm trying to locate. This ball is inbounded on the outside. Holiday goes to the corner. Far side. Comfort Fit Dentures 3 is up and good. Begay is able to get Winslow on the board. First bucket badly needed by the Bulldogs. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first. And now trying to answer off the heel. That's not good. Rebounds cleared by the Bulldogs. So after allowing an 8-0 start, here Winslow comes with an opportunity to make it a one-possession ball game. Left of the lane and now between the circles with Henling. Goes on the attack with a left hand, but then loses the pivot foot, travels. Winslow struggling with the giveaway. I know it sounded like a cop-out, but that's the key, man. You got to hang on to the basketball. Got to rebound, and you got to hang on. As here come the Falcons, who've been forcing the turnovers. Start the offense going toward the left angle. Step back, long three on the way from Lavender, but it's short. Offensive board gives it right back to Lavender down the left lane line. She's got that one with the left hand. 10-3. An eventual answer for ALCHESAY under 5 minutes to go and another giveaway. Beg your pardon, Henling whips a pass out of bounds. And ALCHESAY, which was off to an 8-0 start, allowed a three-pointer, a Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer, and has since recovered. Now has a 7-point advantage as they go inside the arc. Henling nearly poked it away, but instead going to be whistled for his second personal. Very aggressive on both sides of the floor there is Kim Henling. Now with two, they're going to have to bring in another Bulldog. Yazi. So losing the starting point guard here, 4.5 minutes in with two personals. Now ALCHESAY attacking toward the baseline's left side. Back out, overhand pass was deflected. Stolen away, Holiday nearly loses it in the backcourt as now she's reached in upon and fouled by Quintero. That'll be her first, so an awful fleshy first quarter here. 4:26 in, there's 4 combined fouls. 10-3, ALCHESAY with the lead. Right now Winslow just trying to figure how it's going to hang on to the basketball, but doing so without its starting point guard. There's a nice reversal, momentarily open, instead go to the mid-post. Patterson turn toward the baseline, put it up too short, but another personal. This one called on Gregg. It's her first. Nobody has more than one yet for the Falcons. Got somebody checking in here after this free throw coming up from Holiday. Correction, that's Patterson. She's got the first one up and good. Winslow right now looking to try to get points from any spot on the floor. And a couple of whistles away from being able to go to the free throw line on the regular, as Patterson is able to knock them both down. Cut the lead in half, 10-5. Here come the Falcons. Got the lead and the basketball as it's into the front court with Quintero. Starts moving into the near side. Drop it off Jim. Gets inside the arc, try to go to the short corner, and then feed it outside Quintero. Quick closeout by Yazi, as they're going to kick it out wide outside the right wing and trying to go on the attack right to left. Instead, going to be stolen away. Got Yazi up front, and she's got one player to beat. Get her in the air, off the square, score it good. And now it's a 3-point game under 4 minutes to go. ALCHESAY ran off to an 8-0 start. Now the Falcons got to take a timeout, having watched Winslow trim the deficit to 3. 3:48 to go. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
But they are spinning the hits here at Winslow High School. As here come the Falcons, having watched an 8-point lead dwindle to 3. 3:42 to go is now early in the clock. A three-pointer is lifted from the right side. Not good, and nobody home but Holiday. On the other side now, another overhand pass in transition. Tried to touch that one through the paint, but instead it's out of bounds. Turned right back over to ALCHESAY. So often you see those early jump shots in particular come off the rim hard and act as the initial pass and transition opportunity, and that's what happened with Winslow. Just couldn't convert. Now in the back court, losing it again out of bounds. Both sides having a hard time hanging on to the pill. 10-7 though, the Falcons with the lead. 3:25 to go first quarter. Go to the corner near side. Three is on the way from Holiday. It's an air ball. Rebounds cleared. Here come the Falcons. Get it to the middle of the floor, and now streaking up front, Parker gets into the painted area where two players go down. She has the basketball dislodged, and it's stolen away. Begay serpentining up the center of the floor. She now stops outside the arc. Go to the left side. Three is on the way, but it's off the back rim. Rebounds loose, and eventually controlled momentarily by the Falcons, but now diving on that one, Begay is able to force the tie-up. Possession arrow will give it back to ALCHESAY. Beg your pardon, the Bulldogs, ever since that timeout that was taken once the lead expanded out to 8, have really been aggressive, trying to get in passing lanes and knock dribbles away. Been successfully doing so there, but also now turning it out into hitting the glass hard, is now getting tripped up after she lost the basketball and having to fall on that one to try to maintain possession, but Parker's tied up. Give possession right back to the Bulldogs. And by that one in the front court, step toward the three-point line. Three is on the way, but it's too strong. Rebounds cleared by the Falcons, and Burnett still with a three-point lead, though haven't scored now in a few minutes as they go to the mid-post. Entry pass was deflected, though right back to one of the Falcons as that one's off the glass and good. There with the bucket is Lupe. ALCHESAY gets the lead back out to 5, and on the make, able to extend the pressure into the backcourt. Overhand pass to the time stripe, breaks it. Now at the free throw line, cutting back toward the left block, but has her shot blocked. Don't have a name for her either. As here trying to bounce this one in transition, but it's off of a couple of different legs and will be out of bounds to ALCHESAY. Inbounded toward the corner on the far side. Falcons have it. That one stripped away. The aggressive defense continues now as it's it's nearly stolen away again in the backcourt, but controlled this time by Begay. Try to cross over in the center circle, lose the handle. Ball's free, still rolling free, and eventually taken back toward the hoop by ALCHESAY and Burnett. Here come the Falcons, having got away with the turnover. Try to pass this one off to the near side, eventually gathered in by Lavender. Three ball is up and off the back rim. Rebound controlled on the right block and going back up for the second effort. Not able to connect, but going to the free throw line after a foul is called on Patterson. And I believe here is Alyssa Jim going to take her first couple of foul shots. Yes, it is. Had an 8-0 lead, get taken down to 10-7. But have now scored the only bucket over the last 2 or 3 minutes. First free throw is not good. Checking in now for Winslow is another player whose name I don't have. Neither free throw good. Rebounds momentarily loose, but eventually grabbed by Begay. Try to use a screen, now circle back to the right side, drop it off inside the arc, and facing up is number 34. Trying to get this one in on the post, but instead dislodged. Yazzie, though, is able to get the ball back and up and good. She's now leading all Winslow scorers with 4, and again makes it a 3-point game. 1 minute and 12 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 12-9, ALCHESAY with the lead and the ball. Trying to go side to side with the dribble. Burnett nearly loses the handle. Able to control it out toward the stripe and then go back to the far sideline. Penetrate and lift up a jumper from Lavender from about 15 out. It's not good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs, and here they come. The only team as yet to knock down a Comfort Fit Dentures 3. Doing so now would tie it up as there was nearly an opportunity in the corner. Instead, it's back outside Begay. Loses this one now as it's stripped and stolen away. Here come the Falcons. 3 defenders back, so wisely hitting the brakes and going to cycle through the offense in the half court with Parker. 4 or 5 seconds separate the shot and game clocks. 12-9, ALCHESAY led 8-0. And now has it down to 3 as an entry pass was heading toward an unsuspecting Burnett. And then out of bounds, Winslow will have it with the shot clock off. Quickly to the scorer's table comes DeFren Palmer, as she'll replace Parker. ALCHESAY trying to hang on to its first quarter advantage as the ball is inbounded toward the center circle and now into the front court with Patterson. High dribble from Yazzie as she nearly loses it, surrounded by Falcons. Saves it up to the top of the key. Poked away momentarily. Begay's able to control. She now goes on the run inside the line. Can't get the first. Rebound momentarily had by Begay, but now loose off to Winslow as they kick it to the near side. Yazzie, her three is up and no good. Ball still free as down go a couple of players as the buzzer sounds. Both sides really picking up the intensity after each has to use a timeout to try to settle things down. 12-9, ALCHESAY has the early advantage after one. It's Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Show Low. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
After a series of jump balls, ALCHESAY will start the second quarter with the basketballs. Moving to the left, no good on the first effort, but going back up is Gregg. Can't get the second, so the third now is going to be had after they go back outside and start working it around the perimeter. Penetrate and kick, now mid-range jumper is put off the glass. It's not good. Still fighting for a rebound and going right back to Jim as she goes up but can't finish. 4 looks at the bucket as that foul is called on Caitlin Balone. First free throw from Jim is not good. As she can't convert either of those. Underneath and then through the paint, then back outside. Yazzie's got a 3 up, but it's short. Rebound, though, is pulled down and controlled by Bahua Pavea. As her pass back outside was deflected but controlled. Sent it off to the top of the key where a 3 is up and good from Malone. Comfort Fit Dentures 3. As that's her first bucket, and it ties it at 12. ALCHESAY started 8-0 as it's lost in the mid-post and eventually controlled out to the Bulldogs. Throw it up top. Yazzie's got one player to beat it. She hits that one with the left, and Winslow has its first lead. 6 points for Amaya Yazzie. 14-12. Winslow with the advantage has gone on a 14-6 run since it had to call timeout 2 minutes into the game. Here's Jim from the left of the lane. Can't get that one high off the glass. Rebound is controlled now by Bahua Pavea. She gets it back on the trail. Overhand pass, Yazzie, and then on the outside, Balone, but she loses that one to the sideline. When Winslow is able to hang on to the basketball, it's been able to get pretty clean looks. It's also had a little bit of success really attacking the offensive glass as Kira Barton is going to come in to replace Yazzie. (14-12) with 6.5 minutes to go in the half. ALCHESAY had an 8-point lead as there a telegraph pass toward the top of the defense is deflected and eventually stolen away to the Bulldogs. Winslow really making ALCHESAY pay with some of these passes. It's off to the far side. Bahua Pavea is going to put up a 3-pointer that's off the back iron. Rebounds pursued and out of bounds to ALCHESAY. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go And ever since that 8-minute start over the first two, ALCHESAY has only scored 4 points in the following 8 game minutes as it's now off in front of the Falcon bench. Wide open three is on the way and down. A Comfort Fit Dentures three for Lanaya Lavender. Her first bucket here in the second quarter. First for ALCHESAY, gives her 5 points total, and back in front go the Falcons. On the outside, Ballone all the way inside the arc before somebody reaches in from behind. And the foul there called on Palmer, her first. Said to be in the act of shooting, so Ballone is going to go to the free throw line for 2. Remember, all this happening with Tatum Henling on the bench as she picked up a quick 2. And both of those free throws go down, and back in front go the Bulldogs. 5 points in the second quarter here for Ballone. And ever since having to use a timeout 2 minutes into the ball game, Winslow has looked much different on both sides of the floor. ALCHESAY right now having a hard time hanging on to it, coming up against a 2-3 zone. Send it to the right side, fake a pass, then dribble with the left hand. Lavender thought she was freed up for a three-pointer. Instead, dribble and give, pass it to the corner far side. Can't get a shot up there with Palmer. Back outside, Lavender has it deflected, another turnover. Already up front, we're on the attack. Barton has to go to the left side, but a nice recovery there. It's stolen away by Palmer. 16-15, ALCHESAY with the ball, though trailing. 5 minutes, 13 seconds to play here in the first half. Again, approaching a 2-3 zone. Bounce it to the right side. Taking a look on the interior, trying to skip a pass to the near side, but traveling before she was able to unload that one was Pusher. (16-15), Winslow forcing another giveaway. And now approaching an extended 2-3 zone outside the three-point line, deflected on the way. Able to get that to Ballone. Now gets it from the inside. Going to step into a three-point shot that's up and down. Another Comfort Fit Dentures three for Caitlin Ballone. She now has 8 all coming here in the second quarter. And a timeout has to be taken by the Falcons, who had an 8-0 lead after the first 2 minutes, but now trail 19-15 with 4:44 to go in the first half. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Today we're showing 2 beautiful cars and the savings that you can get on those this month. We have the 2024 Chevy Colorado LT 4x4. We can save you $3,100 this month, giving you a new sale price of $41,735. Next, we have a 2025 Chevy LT Trailblazer. We can save you $1,500 with a new sale price of $24,530. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy store that saves you more.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learning new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
I thank you for your patience, folks, especially anybody listening from Winslow. It took me a quarter and a half, but I now am confident that I have all the girls' names correct. As that shot at the rim is not good. The Bulldogs leading 19-15, clear it out, already up front. We're on the attack there. Puts that up. No, she feeds it outside. Ballone, beg your pardon, has another Comfort Fit Dentures 3, her third here in the second quarter, as the lead is extended out to 7. A 15-point swing and another turnover forced 30 feet from the basket. A couple of Falcons ready to check in. 22-15, they're trailing. One of them is Ramona Gregg. They've been trying to get her going, but have a hard time getting in over the top of the 2-3 zone. As here comes Ballone. She's had the red hot hand, 11 points here in the second quarter. Go inside and out. Yazzie open, about a step back at the three-point line. She's using the glass and has that good at Comfort Fit Dentures 3. She now has 9 points, and the lead for the Bulldogs is up to 10. Now really extending the pressure And nearly dislodged and in fact stolen away. Balone up front where she's going to feed it off to Barton all the way to the rim to score. She's got her first deuce, and Winslow now running and hiding. 27-15 it leads. 3:35 to go in the first half. This started off all ALCHESAY in the first 2 minutes, but it since has been nothing but Bulldogs. Nearly taken away on the outside, but able to get this one to Gregg at the left of the lane. She's got that catch and finish. 6 points now for Ramona Gregg, and now trying to get in the backcourt and disrupt Winslow. Instead, that's over and back. I spoke too soon. I was going to say they had numbers after breaking the trap in the backcourt, but Yazzie not quite on the same page with Kaylin David. As the two kind of combined for that turnover. ALCHESAY gets it right back, and now a wide open three on the way from Lavender, but it's up too strong. Rebounds tipped by Jim, controlled though by the Bulldogs, and now a foul is called on any one of three ALCHESAY Falcons. Gonna go with Nashio, her first, just the team's second, trailing 27-17, a huge 18-point swing, and not even 2 quarters of basketball here. Is walking it into the front court, one bounce to catch for Yazzie, now to the corner, Balone wants a fourth. That one's a little bit short, long rebounds controlled by Nashio. Winslow does a great job getting back in transition. Sets up the 2-3 zone. It's off to the right side. Had an opportunity to three there. Instead, it's to Jim in the interior who gets a hip check. And a foul is whistled on Barton. It's just her first and the team's second.
The line number 23, Alyssa Jim.
I'm going to say that was in the act of shooting to send Jim to the free throw line. Scoreboard reads that was on Curley. I don't think she's out there. Oh yeah, she is. So that was a foul not on Barton, but on Curley, her first. Free throw is good from Jim. Alyssa's got another one up, but that's off the side rim. Lead back into single digits though, 2:37 to go until halftime. Off to the far side where a three is on the way, but it's an air ball. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it'll be with ALCHESAY. Bahua Pavea put that up just a little bit too firmly. 2:31 to go, and ALCHESAY, which had an 8-0 lead and is now trying to recover from falling down by 10. Able to get this one down to 9 as it's outside Lavender. Wanted to feed it out in front of the Falcon bench. Instead, she's got to go between the circles, give away to Nashio. Dribble inside, Jim falling away from the paint, puts that one off the side rim, rebounded by Gregg, can't get that one to fall. Jim has her shot blocked from behind. ALCHESAY's bench wanted a whistle. Instead, here come the Bulldogs, getting away with 2 offensive boards. Yazzie runs underneath the pass in transition, now surrounded by Falcons. Overhand pass, it's eventually controlled by Bahua Pavea. Out the left wing, she picks up her dribble, nearly stolen away by Jim, but knocks it out of bounds. 1:50 to go in the second quarter. 16 seconds on the timer here, leading 9 and inbounding from the far side. Balone's been hot. She gives away Yazzie. She's also been hot. Tries another three, but it's off the heel. Rebounds pulled down by Lavender. ALCHESAY's been able to string together some stops as it's dribbled to the right side. Handed off Nashio as they go outside, pusher, and toward the corner. Now along the baseline, feed it inside Jim. High off the glass to score. Alyssa Jim with 5 points and cuts the lead to 7. A big minute and 15 seconds coming up here for both sides. Winslow doesn't want to have fought back from an 8-point game, going to the locker room just a couple of possessions ahead. ALCHESAY trying to trim this as far as it can. It's thought about a 3-point shot there. Instead, playing catch as Bahua Pavea now goes on the run. Elbow jumper is up and over the rim. ALCHESAY could go 2 for 1 if it wants to hurry. Lavender steps toward the 3-point line, fires a pass to the interior, but it's out of bounds. So 2 for 1 opportunity nonetheless, though not necessarily what the coaches were looking for. As a timeout will be taken by the Winslow bench, leading 27-20 with 50 seconds to go in the half. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on Night Talk 106.7 and NightTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
If you're late joining us, ALCHESAY scored the first 8 in the first 2 minutes. Winslow called a timeout and came back fired up, particularly on the defensive end where it's been forcing all sorts of turnovers. Both sides have been utilizing a 2-3 zone. ALCHESAY trying to extend it outside in large part because the Bulldogs got some three-point shooters. As the pass goes inside to Patterson, but then trying to kick it out, it's lost and out of bounds. 3 seconds now separate the shot and game clocks. And ALCHESAY can essentially hold for the final offering. Trailing 27-20, had fallen down by 10 after leading 8, but can go into the locker room 5 or maybe 4 as a three-pointer is up and down. A Comfort Fit Dentures 3 from Lavender. Trims it to 4, 20 seconds now for Winslow. This is setting up to be a whale of a second half as there's a handoff on the outside. Pavea gets it inside to Patterson, who's able to get a mid-range jumper up and good. 8 seconds still left here. Is already at the stripe. Here come the Falcons. Ball fake to get toward the foul line. Drop this one off with 2 seconds. The shot's up and short. Rebounds loose and eventually controlled by Pavea. And Winslow, which was trailing 8-0, will go into the locker room with a 29-23 lead as we will start the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show. On the other end of this, Winslow leads 29-23. Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Love sports? Love being part of the action? Imagine having the best seat in the house, calling the plays, and connecting with fans. As a play-by-play announcer, you'll be the voice that brings the excitement to life. You'll network with athletes and coaches, sharpen your skills, and even travel to exciting venues. It's your chance to turn your passion for sports into a thrilling career. Ready to make it happen? Text the word sports to 928-434-0101 to apply now. Don't just watch the game, be the voice of it. Your dream job is calling.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
This is iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
It's the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store north of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino, as the Winslow Bulldogs leading 29-23 at the half. When the ballgame started, it seemed like it was going to be all Falcons all the time. ALCHESAY scored the first 8 points. It was on a 10-3 start, but then the turntables turned, as it's been said, and able to fight it back into just a 3-point deficit after the first quarter, slowly getting the offense recovering with Yazzy's play, as she had 4 points to kind of stop the bleeding in the first quarter, and then set it up for Caitlin Ballone, who wound up with 3 3-pointers in the second quarter to have 11 points to lead all scorers. Yazzie wound up hitting one of her own. She had 5 second quarter points. The two of them have combined for 20 of the 29 Winslow Bulldog points. On the other side, ALCHESAY, which has a bit of a size advantage, has been trying to get it inside to Alyssa Jim and Ramona Gregg, but just have not been able to successfully get it over the top of the 2-3 zone that Winslow's been packing in, kind of daring them to shoot. Linnea Lavender has been able to answer the call a couple of times. She knocked down a 3-pointer as she leads all ALCHESAY scorers with 8, but when the offense seems like it's really going, Jim and Greg with the size advantage try to get that in there and then allow them to attack the offensive glass. That has been when it has been working best for the Falcons. Just have not been able to get in there, instead been turning it over quite a bit as they've been struggling with the giveaways, haven't been able to fully take advantage of the offensive rebounds, and trail 29-23 as a result here at halftime, as this is the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store at the north of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino. We'll continue the conversation after this Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Today we're showing 2 beautiful cars and the savings that you can get on those this month. We have the 2024 Chevy Colorado LT 4x4. We can save you $3,100 this month, giving you a new sale price of $41,735. Next, we have a 2025 Chevy LT Trailblazer. We can save you $1,500 with a new sale price of $24,530. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy store that saves you more.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
We're continuing the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store north of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino, as we shift gears and start considering the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint Player of the Game, which right now it seems like it's tough to think of anybody besides Caitlin Ballone, who has 11 second quarter points, knocking down 3 Comfort Fit Dentures threes. Yazzy's got something to say about, though, as her scoring's been spread out a little bit more evenly between the 2 quarters. Both of those two have the early lead on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint Player of the Game. Biggest factor, though, has been the Deemer's Glass woman of the game. If you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Alyssa, Jim, and Ramona Gregg, to a lesser extent, have been all over the glass. They just haven't been able to take advantage of the opportunities they've been providing themselves on the offensive side. If they're able to continue to get to the offensive glass and convert, this game's going to look a lot different, as that's right now the biggest factor. And a reminder, if you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. When needing quality glass at affordable prices, Deemer's Glass, 1-888-GLASSMAN. And also a quick nod to the Horn Auto Center drive of the half. The way that Winslow started the half, scoring a bunch and racing out to take a lead after trailing 8-0. That's the most important moment of the ball game thus far. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC store that saves you more, will start the third quarter after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Halftime Show.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it's time to tip off your college education, do it at your hometown college. Pay the lowest tuition in the state. And you can pursue a bachelor's degree in education or business. As a three-point shot was elevated, but couldn't find the mark. So here comes ALCHESAY, which was trailing by 11. Trying to drop this one off on the inside, but it was a short hop and a tough catch for Gregg. So after an early three-point shot's not good, another turnover for the Falcons. Trailing on the defensive end, 29-23, as it's worked around the perimeter. Back out there since picking up 2 fouls is Henling, as this one's going off to the interior. Yazzie loses it after a bounce, and now tied up. Possession arrow favors ALCHESAY. So the Falcons string together a couple of stops. At one point had trimmed the deficit to 4 after falling down by 10, and that came after leading by 8. Hurrying into the front court to the middle and then outside. Walking toward the three-point line, Nashio kicks it back out. 3 is on the way from Lavender. She's got it down. A Comfort Fit Dentures 3. She's in double figures as she makes it a 3-point game. Pass it over the top of the defense. A little 1-2-2 look here for ALCHESAY. Forces the miscue as Pahua Pavea was going to travel, having a hard time determining what to do with the token defense there from Quintero. Looked like she was just trying to funnel that one toward the sideline. Instead, she forces the turnover. Now here come the Falcons with an opportunity to tie as it's to the interior. Jim spinning around and grabbed and held. That's on Barton. That's her first. First team foul on either side. Comes with just under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ball's inbounded right at the block. Quick catch and finish for Gregg. 1-point ball game. Winslow with the basketball, looking for its first point. On the outside, Henling goes back out to Balone, and now off to the far side. Falcons defense swarming as they're on the attack. Yazzie's able to put up the teardrop on the run. She now has 11. 3 players in double figures. Still an awful lot of time to go as the Bulldogs lead 3. Step to the right, then go back to the left. Nashio. Pass it cross court, now feed it to the right of the lane, spinning back over the right shoulder. Can't get that one with Jim, but a long rebound is pulled down by Nashio. Drop this one off on the interior. And tying up Henling after her interception was Jim. Clock moving. 3-point Bulldog lead. Send it off to the right side. Attacking toward the baseline, Pahua Pavea gets us to a cutting Henling as she's now spinning around in traffic. She somehow forces up a shot and has her first deuce after she missed so much of the first half with foul trouble. Gives her team a 5-point advantage with 5:45 to go in the third. Ball fake now on the attack. Nashio, kick it back out. Quintero difficult bounce pass. That was going to be a real tough catch for Jim. Falcons a couple of times have tried to thread the needle on the bounce. Instead, that's going to be another turnover as they fall back on the defensive side. Quintero again waiting for the offense at the stripe. Henling has to pick up the dribble. Eventually back outside now off to the right. Puapavea spinning around now as she's bumped by a couple of Falcons. Or was she out of bounds? Somebody must have been out of bounds. They're not signaling a foul on anybody. So here's Henling at the foul line. She is on the run off the back rim and scoring. Buckets on consecutive possessions for Henling. Now lead back out to 7. 4 straight points for Winslow after ALCHESAY was able to make it a 3-point game. Nashio run off the 3-point line, puts it down, tries to get to the inside where she was stripped away. Quintero now drops it off right block, and a nice catch there from Jim, but couldn't get the finish. Rebounds cleared by Puapavea as she is already up front, now having to slow down toward the angle. Dribbles poked away by Nashio. 2 players fall down. She's on her back, able to get that out to Quintero. Here come the Falcons with numbers. 3 Bulldogs are able to hustle back, but still set it up on the outside for Lavender, who knocks down a Comfort Fit Dentures 3. Her second here in the second half, and it trims the lead to 4. Winslow with the ball and the advantage, 35-31. Henling, who scored the last 4 for Winslow, moving around left to right. Now turns the corner around 2 defenders, picked up on the inside by Jim. Her shot's off the side of the backboard. Rebound Quintero, a 2-on-2 chance now as she goes outside. Going to put up a 3 with Nashio, but it's short. Rebounds pulled down by Puapavea as now here comes Henling on the attack. All the way to the rim, put that high off the glass to score it, and she now has 6 in the third quarter, and the lead is 6 under 4 minutes to play. Nashio to the foul line, and Gregg, then back outside Quintero. 3-pointer misses the apparatus. Rebound is pulled down and controlled by Winslow. The Bulldogs have it at the circle. Outside Henling, who's had the hot hand, stops inside the arc. Go back outside Yazzie. Dribble to the right, now turn the corner. Through traffic, she's able to force this back out. Now feed it to the corner. Henling on the attack to the baseline. Has her shot blocked by Jim with 2 hands. Rejected. Pusher will check in and replace Nashio. Still lots of time for the Bulldogs to find a shot. 3:28 to go third quarter. Henling gets the inbound between the rings. Goes back outside. We're on the attack. Malone was able to float that one up on the run. Get her first deuce here in the second half. 13 on the game. 8-point lead after ALCHESAY was able to fight it down to 3 and then 4. It went out to 7 and now 8. As here's an early shot from the mid-range. Not good, but an offensive rebound is going to set it up for a pass inside to Jim. Put it off the front lip. It's not good. Second effort is over the rim. Continuing to hit the offensive glass hard, just can't convert. Under 3 minutes to go. And this is a big possession here as Winslow's trying to get the lead back out to double figures. On the attack and again on the move, off the rim twice. But eventually falls. Is that one out from Yazzie? She now has 13. 10-point game. Here comes a 3 trying to answer, but it's another air ball. Saved back in play, but not before she was on the end line. Nice hustle there from Pusher.
Checking in number 34, Bulldogs.
Curley's going to come in.
Also checking in number 30, Teresa Yazzie for ALCHESAY.
Teresa Yazzie's going to come in for the Falcons. Walking it over into the front court, leading 41-31. Henling, who's got all of her production here, is going to feed this to the short corner. Jumper is up, no good from Curley. Rebounds cleared by the Falcons. Now already up front, Quintero goes inside along 2. No good. Rebound fought for by Quintero. Kick it back outside, Pusher. Get this one to the trailing Yazzie, who's able to hop off the bench and knock down a Comfort Fit Dentures 3. Get the lead back down to 7, but every time the Falcons have been able to get it close, the Bulldogs have had an answer as there's a big foul at the foul line. Malone was clobbered by Yazzie.
The line for the Bulldogs shooting 2, number 30, Caitlin Malone.
to the free throw line. Boulogne has 13 points, all of them coming after the first quarters. That first is up short.
Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 20, Benny Patterson.
Patterson's going to check in for Winslow. And second one will roll in. 14 for Boulogne. At the scorer's table for the Falcons, Peyton Parker is going to give Quintero her first second half break. Team's trailing 8. Trying to start the offense going to the far sideline, but the ball rolls out of bounds. (42-34). Now a 2-on-1 opportunity after the Falcons aren't able to get it out of the back court. And a timeout's now taken with ALCHESAY trailing 10, 1:42 to go, third quarter. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
Love sports? Love being part of the action? Imagine having the best seat in the house, calling the plays, and connecting with fans. As a play-by-play announcer, you'll be the voice that brings the excitement to life. You'll network with athletes and coaches, sharpen your skills, and even travel to exciting venues. It's your chance to turn your passion for sports into a thrilling career. Ready to make it happen? Text the word sports to 928-434-0101 to apply now. Don't just watch the game, be the voice of it. Your dream job is called.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Minute and a half to go in the third. ALCHESAY trailing 10 and out of the timeout travels. Fans are getting frustrated here as the team had an 8-0 lead. Second time they've fallen down by double figures. As Pavea angles from the left to the right, picks up the dribble into a double team, able to get this to Henling, who loses the dribble. Now pass it up front with the Falcons. Pusher all alone, but then loses the handle and out of bounds. Opportunities lost here for the Falcons, who still trail 44-34. Minute and 12 seconds to play in the third. Overhand pass is deflected, but still controlled. Here come the Bulldogs as Patterson's able to get that one left of the lane. Jump shots put up by Curley, it's not good, but a long rebound pulled in by Henling, who's going to be reached in upon and fouled. Go back to the first quarter, when it seemed like Winslow's offense was so out of sorts, and it's easy to forget that Tatum Henling picked up 2 quick personals and was removed for the duration of the first half. She's out there now, and the offense looks much, much more crisp. Is this one all along the near sideline? Henling's able to run underneath it. Hesitate as she moves it inside the arc and back outside as she falls down. A three-pointer is up and good. Curley's got the Comfort Fit Dentures 3, and Winslow has its largest lead. Push it off left angle on the attack. Parker puts it up short. Rebounds pursued and had by Jim. To the left angle now, Pusher steps inside the arc, tries a long 2, but on her way up loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. 30 seconds in the quarter, 19 seconds to shoot. Flashing outside, instead going to go up top, catch and shoot, three-pointer from Parker. Hit the top of the or I think that hit the score shot clock. There we go, third time's a charm. 27 seconds left in the quarter, shot clock is off. 47-34, Winslow with the ball and the lead. Ever since it trailed 8-0, it has been all Bulldogs. As there's a pass in transition, another catch and finish for Curley. All 7 of her points coming in the third quarter, and now a 15-point advantage for the Bulldogs. 12 seconds left here. Little give and go action. Henry can't get a shot inside, so she dribbles to the corner. 3 is on the way, it's not good. 5 seconds left. Throw this one up front. Caught there by Boulogne, who has her shot blocked out of bounds, but before the buzzer sounded, she was fouled. 3/10 of a second on the clock as all the players were told to stay on the floor, and the only one that did so was Boulogne. 3/10 of a second now on the game clock. First free throw is good. I mean, if she misses this, and now they're saying put 8 minutes up. So, all right, they're just saying this is an untimed free throw situation as Boulogne's able to knock them both down. Now with 16 points going into the final period, Winslow leads 51-34. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 or iTalk106.7.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer.
When it's time to tip off your college education, do so at Northland Pioneer College. Pay the lowest tuition in the state, and you can pursue a bachelor's in education or business. As ALCHESAY now down 17. Pass toward the interior is deflected out of bounds. Winslow, since that timeout it took with 2 minutes to play, the defense has been rowdy. And now with all of the starters available, having to play the first half without Henling for the most part, offense is really humming. A couple of times, Falcons were able to get it down to 3 or 4 points. As that pass looking for a cutter is going to find instead, we'll say it's deflected. They were able to get it down to 3 points and 4 points in the third quarter, but another big run as we consider the Horn Auto Center drive of the game. Horn Auto Center is the Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC store that saves you more. Big run to finish the third is here trying to start the fourth quarter off with a 3 ball. Instead, Lavender can't connect. And after an extended 29-second possession that involved the ball going out of bounds twice, the Falcons come up dry and are on the defensive end, trailing 17. It's a nice rip through on the run from Henling. Henling with 8. As their team now leads 19, the Falcons got to start it up here if they're going to try to make the comeback happen. Back outside, bounce it to the left of the lane. Shots blocked, rejected by Pahupinvea. Now up front, Boulogne runs underneath the pass and now tries to attack toward the baseline's left side. Can't get there, she's cut off and eventually loses the dribble, stolen away. ALCHESAY down 19, still lots of time though. Walking toward the top of the key, move it to the outside. No shot available for Pusher. Come to the near side, then running the baseline. Nashio drops it off, right block. Gregg is able to get it up and good as she's fouled. 10 points for Gregg, 14 Lavender. As the foul is called on Curley, who came in with a hot hand. All 7 of her points coming in the third quarter. 3-point play is had by Gregg. As now Jim is going to come in and replace Lupe. So the Falcons going big with both Gregg and Jim out there. Waiting near the center circle, Lavender forces the action off to the right side. Barton loses the basketball, stolen away. Lavender will now start the offense as Winslow's able to set it zone up, go to the left angle. 3 is on the way, off the back rim, won't fall. Rebound though by Jim, put it up over the rim, not good. Gregg with a third opportunity. Goes back outside, and now Nashio nearly loses the handle, but able to get this in front of the Falcons bench, and a 3 is up and good from Lavender. A comfort fit Dentures 3 gives her 17. Lead is trimmed to 13. There's still a lot of time with 6 minutes. Henling bounces it to the foul line. Yazzie gets it back outside. Barton now looking to go off to the left. and feed it to the left block, off the glass and score it. Curley's got another one. She now has 9. The lead back out to 15. Time now starting to run a little bit short without that stop. It's off to Pusher, who double dribbles, and that's only going to make the clock seem more of an enemy. Lots of turnovers, particularly in the second quarter. ALCHESAY just having a hard time hanging on to the basketball when Winslow was able to wrestle control away. It's now Yazzie on the far sideline. Has this one caroming off of a few different feats. Eventually taken away by the Falcons. Here comes Nashio already in the front court left side. Kick it out to the corner. Ball fake, attacking to the baseline before the dribble is lost. And now a tie-up will give it to Winslow.
Hey, come on, girl. Checking in number 10, Taylor, who has the fade.
55-40, Winslow with the lead in the basketball. 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go. It was 8-0 ALCHESAY after 2 minutes, but the Bulldogs righted the ship. Henling over the circle where a pass is deflected and eventually stolen away. Lavender. ALCHESAY had numbers, instead going to fan out, run the half-court offense. Off to the outside where a three-pointer is elevated. It's an air ball. Rebound pulled down by Pahupavea. She's having a hard time getting out of the backcourt. Eventually saves it out to Barton. Nearly a steal outside. Instead, walking to the three-point line. Ballone's going to take a three-point shot that's not good off the front rim. Rebound's controlled by ALCHESAY. Trailing 15, really needing some points. On the outside, step toward the top of the key, nothing there. Now quick feed toward the elbow on the right side, spinning around at the foul line, then back outside. 3 is on the way, this one's short. Long rebound, Jim can't get it before it's on the sideline.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 34, Ava Curley.
Starting up the closing paragraph here. 55-40, Winslow has the lead. Here's an overhand pass to the right elbow, deflected. Ballone's able to recover. Come to the near side, where it's knocked away momentarily from Pahupavea, and a timeout taken by Winslow before another turnover was committed. 3:56 left, leading 15. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
55-40, ALCHESAY trailing. Right now, Winslow looking content to try to be a little bit more conservative as it's well outside the perimeter, trying to use some clock. Now forced to bring this one toward the interior, but it's deflected and stolen away by 3 Falcons. Streaking up front, Nashio had that pass too far in front, couldn't run underneath it. Another turnover for ALCHESAY, which trails 15. Bounce this one along the far sideline. Barton nearly stripped and stolen away, but knocked into the backcourt, and it'll be out of bounds. Heads up play there by Pahupavea to allow that one to continue to roll, because that probably took another 2 or 3 ticks off of the game clock. Now get to inbound in the backcourt. Lots of time on the shot clock. Now nearly stolen away. Falcons have not used the Q word yet, as this one's inbounded to Henling. Back to the basket toward the three-point line, and then reset on the outside with Pahupavea. Henling now bounces it toward the right side, feeds it into the post. Curley has her shot blocked. It looked like she was fouled before that, though. Going to say no basket. Fouls on the floor. 4th team foul on ALCHESAY, though, will lead Winslow to the foul line for the duration. Baseline right side. Balone inbounds this one well outside. Put 35 seconds back on the timer. Henling outside Balone. And now Pavea. Hesitate to get inside the arc. And now find a cutting Balone. She's going to go off the teardrop. It's not good. Elevating for the rebound and pulling it down CLESAY. Now she's going to lead the attack into the front court, start angling toward the center. Out to the right wing. 3 is on the way, but it's off the side iron. Rebound's pulled down by Pavea. 2:45 to go. 55-40. Neither side has scored in about a minute and a half, but it does not matter from the Winslow Bulldog perspective because it's got the 15-point lead. Is now a foul in the corner off to the right. And that's going to send Henling to the free throw line. As the whistle goes on Nashio, it's just her second, but Henling, who has 8, all of them coming in the second half. She only played a couple of minutes in the first half because of those fouls. After this, we'll have the ALCHESAY boys and Winslow boys, as the first one from Henling is good. 9 points, and she's making an interesting case to make herself the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game because, dude, she's been out there. The offense has been much more crisp, but Balone, of course, leading the way with 16. Going to be hard to not give her those honors. Is now 10 points, 3 Bulldogs in double figures. 17-point advantage matches the largest lead that the Winslow has had. ALCHESAY with 2.5 minutes to try to work with it. Has CLESAY going on the run. She's got that one up and good. Her first deuce trims the deficit down to 15, but there's just 2:25 to go. Winslow content to trot toward the time stripe. Henling now between the circles. Couple of bounces. Now picks up the dribble. Pavea and now Balone. Get it to a cutting Pavea. Step to the left of the lane. Jump shots off the back rim. Rebounds pulled down by Jim. ALCHESAY's got to hurry. Clock approaching 2 minutes to play. Front court left side. Quintero now angling to the right. Hand this off. CLESAY is going to try a 3-point shot. That's an air ball, but an offensive rebound is pulled down and had by Gregg. She now has 13. And the deficit is only 13, but there's still only a 1:45 to go. Playing catch back toward the left wing. Balone to the interior. Lots of Falcons. Get it right back. Fire pass to Henling. Adjusts her shot. Not good. Rebound. No good. Rebounds loose and now taken by Henling. 90 seconds to play. 4th opportunity here. As ALCHESAY just trying to play sticky D without committing a foul. Winslow trying to use clock. Left blocked and back outside. Balone, right lane. To the corner on the right. Henling, 12 seconds to shoot. Goes to the foul line where a high pass was deflected. Stolen away Gregg. 2 defenders are back. 1 minute to play. Jim now goes over the left shoulder. Can't connect, but she's bumped and fouled. And that should be in the act of shooting, so Jim going back to the free throw line. It's 5 points, all of them coming in the first half. If she could go back and watch this one, see all of the opportunity that she gave herself at the glass with offensive rebounds, she might break something tasteful. 6 points after she makes the first free throw. And second one also rolls in. 57-46, but able to get it down to an 11-point game. Still under a minute. Pavea in front of the Winslow bench. Wisely working this one back outside to use clock. Looks like we'll have about 15 minutes before the boys' game, so don't go anywhere. Just pounding the rock near the center circle. Balone goes back outside. Patterson tries to go in with Pavea, but it's deflected and stolen away. Shot clock is off as now double dribbles called on the Falcons. Winslow does have to advance it into the front court. do so with Balone. He's going to shovel it back. I beg your pardon. Boo Pavea, and now Balone. Now they don't even need to get a shot up, as it's deflected out of bounds. Barring something unusual, final here is going to be 57-46. Well, there's something unusual. And now a foul is called after the inbound pass goes into no man's land. It's on Curley. Just the 4th team foul, so 12 seconds to work with. Quintero, overhand pass to the far sideline. ALCHESAY goes back to Quintero, try a deep 3. Got it down, a Comfort Fit Dentures 3. Gets the lead down to single digits, but ALCHESAY just ran out of time. Final score, 57-49. We'll start wrapping it up after this. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
57-49, Winslow able to knock off ALCHESAY and recover from an 8-0 start. The Falcons looked like they were red hot, but a big run as we consider the Coronado Center drive of the game. Coronado Center, Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC store that saves you more. Big second quarter from both Yazzie and Caitlin Balone as they combined for 20 first half points, many of them coming at the beginning of the second quarter when Winslow was able to take the lead and never give it back. ALCHESAY made it a 3- and 4-point game at different moments in the third quarter, but another big run to close out the third is going to put it away as Winslow again with the big win. Deemer's Glass woman of the game. If you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass at Lakeside is hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Call Deemer's Glass, 1-888-GLASS-MAN. This one's tough to not look at a couple of different ALCHESAY Falcons as they were able especially to get to the offensive glass, just couldn't get the finishes. But I'm going to go with Ramona Gregg as the glass woman of the game because she and Jim both had an awful lot of opportunity to provide themselves. And again, figure they're going to be frustrated when they watch the film here. Those, we'll call them the glass women of the game if you need glass for your home or business. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. And finally, leading scorer at 16 points, 11 big second quarter points when her team was in a tight one that she was able to blow open. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, Caitlin Balone. As we thank our sponsors, Ace Hardware and Pinetop Overgarden Sholo with the keys to the game. Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store with helping us out with the halftime show. Northland Pioneer College at each tip. The Coronado Center drive of the game. Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. Comfort Fit Dentures with all those threes. Mount Mobile Auto Glass with the player of the game. We'll have the Winslow and ALCHESAY boys right after this moment. This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Today we're showing two beautiful cars and the savings that you can get on those this month. We have the 2024 Chevy Colorado LT 4x4. We can save you $3,100 this month, giving you a new sale price of $41,735. Next, we have a 2025 Chevy LT Trailblazer. We can save you $1,500 with a new sale price of $24,530. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy store that saves you more.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learning new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.